You switched to broad targeting in meta ads because everyone told you so. You started spending money. Magically, you are getting leads as well. And the volume is also good. Then you get on a call with enthusiasm. Yeah, I'm ready to convert. And in the first 3 minutes, you analyze that these are not my audiences at all. Either they are too early in your journey or they don't fill your ideal demographic and they don't have the budget to invest in your high ticket services. They book their call and they don't even know what do you do, how you can help them. Or they register for your webinar, then they don't show up, or when they show up, they just tell, I'm just exploring and not here to invest anything. Now, after the call, you go on Ads Manager, you see what is the wrong, you start fixing your funnels, you do everything you can, but the results remain the same. And that's, my friend, is what we are fixing in this video today. That specific experience, that gap between what data says and what actually shows up in your webinar, shows up in your call, is what is the gap we are fixing in this video, and you will be getting all your answers. Or by the end of this, you will exactly understand how Meta reads your data, what is the real cost of this messaging gap, and how you can actually fix it. I will be also giving you 5 specific examples from different niches so that you understand what type of messaging you should create so that this broad targeting or broad messaging doesn't bring you the leads, the vague leads that you are after. Before and after section of this video will surprise you because the difference between the two messaging is much smaller than people expect. And it's not about rewriting everything, but it's about one specific thing. Meta has mapped every person on Facebook and Instagram across thousands and lakhs of data points, not just the pages you like, but what actually you are doing with on your device, what post you are clicking through, what post you are waiting and watching, what post you are scrolling past, what have you bought, what are you searching outside of Meta as well to solve your problems, who they are they married, do they have kids, how is the dynamics of their with their family. It is analyzing every pointer, and based upon whatever you put in your creatives, the words, the emotions, the visuals, based upon all that, they decide which audience they should show your ad to, and that's how it is actually targeting people. In the Meta language, it is called vector embedding. In simple terms, your creatives tells the Meta what exactly they should do and what kind of person do you want to find for yourself. That's why you need to be very specific with what you are defining in your messages and how you are targeting it. That's why ad is not just a content, it's an instruction to Meta about who should your ads go in front of. Now, here's where most coaches lose money. If your creative is vague, if that message could apply to any person, like for any men's of 40s, that could apply, for any marriage couple, your messaging could apply, for any business owner, your life coaching skills could apply, then Meta will find a vague audience, a wide pool of people who loosely fit in a general category that you are defined. And once that happens, that is the reason why you are getting such people who are early in their journey who don't have the budget. Vague messaging, vague cluster, and the wrong people, you attract the wrong people. Not because broad targeting is broken, because you gave it nothing specific to work with. Switching to broad targeting was the right move, but broad targeting does not mean vague messaging. In fact, it is completely opposite of it. As you go broad, your messaging should be as precise as possible because you are not continuously interest stacking or giving them the instruction key you need to find this person. Your creative is doing that job. So your messaging becomes more crucial, more specific so that you can find the right person and the right audience who you can, when you interact with, they already have the pain that you want to solve and the level of pain is also high so that they give you the high ticket charge, the high ticket money that you are after. So what you have to do, stop this vague messaging and be specific. But what does this vague messaging actually cost you in real life? Let me show you. Every wrong lead that you bring through this system gives you 3 costs. First, that your time. You got on a call, you prepped, you showed up, you gave full energy to this. Your complete hour is gone. Or if you have preparing your webinar, your complete week is gone. You have lost the time, which will never come back. Then the money. Suppose you pay $10 for getting a lead. Then you got 50 leads, 50 calls, you got booked, you're happy, yes, I'm ready and I will be converting them. But out of those 50, 40 hours are vague and they are not ready yet. So you have already lost 400 dollars in that vague messaging, and what we have converted is in the 10% only. So thing which the people don't talk about is your confidence. When you go on a call and don't close it, you start questioning your funnel, you start questioning your positioning, you start questioning your offer, you start questioning yourself. Am I actually good enough to get them the results, or actually good enough so that I can close them? But in reality, there was only one specific message, only one specific thing in your ad that was causing this problem, and it was completely derailing your effort. So that confidence you lose is what will take months for you to recover. That's why you have to be very specific if you're with your messaging, so that you attract your audience correctly and will be able to earn the better every month. Now, before moving to the next phase, I will be showing you exactly 5 different coaching niches that you will be able to understand what is a difference between this vague messaging and specific messaging, and how deep you need to go so that you can find the right audience. Before I show you the examples, you need to understand one thing. The goal of this specific messaging is not to actually narrow down your audience, but actually give better signals to the meta so that the right person see themselves in your ad. They wait to see what messaging you are giving, they click on it, they buy uh, from your website, and that gives meta the signal, yes, this is the audience you need to find. And when that first signal happens, it goes and find lookalike audiences, similar audiences in the complete meta ads, in complete Facebook and Instagram, and you get the results that you are designing for. Now comes the 5 niches, and how you can make sure that you have much higher percentages of people who actually are ready to buy, is all depending upon the messaging that you give them. Let's see the 5 differences, the 5 niches. The first one is a life coach, and what you have been doing is ready to stop feeling stuck and start living with purpose. That's a before the vague messaging. Then this how specific you need to go. Suppose you are talking to a business owner. You built the business you once dreamed of. The revenue is up, the clients are coming, and somehow still doesn't feel like the life you thought you were building. This is how specific you have to be. Where a business owner is actually have created what he's dreaming of, what life he wanted. He has all the luxuries. From outside, everything is right, but from inside, he's not feeling fulfilled. He's not feeling the happiness that he wants to have. So that this kind of specific messaging hits the business owner who is actually going through it. Because if you read the before part, ready to stop feeling stuck. Everyone in our life, every person is stuck in their life, and everyone wants to get better. So Meta will find the wide audience, the unfocused signal, which is not helpful for you. So go with the specific messaging. If your audience is a business owner or maybe anyone, go specific with their pain points, with their specific problems that they are facing in their industry. You can even go further down in this line. Like right now, I have told only business. You can go manufacturing business, IT businesses, freelancing business. All those have their own challenges. Then you can define more specific about their problems, their pain points, and Meta gets more signal. Yeah, I want to focus upon this specific audience, and they get and bring you that. Next is a marriage coach. Before you are talking about, has work stress started affecting your relationship? It's time to reconnect. But this you need to transform it to. You are both successful, beautiful houses, stable income, good life from the outside. But somewhere between the deadlines, dinners, and raising kids, you stop feeling like husband and wife and started feeling like two people managing your life together. See how specific we go. Use angle works, but rarely it happens. It describes so broadly that it pulls with anyone with a relationship friction. Even someone is having a slight hiccup, they come to you and they say, "Yes, my work stress is affecting my relationship. Help me fix it." But will they pay you thousands of dollars that you are charging? No, right? But see the second messaging. The second line describes a specific kind of people. Two people who are well, who are doing well according to externally, their relatives, their family members, everyone is thinking they are the best couple, they are living happily ever after. But in the quiet pain that they are facing in the complete deadlines, office work, their raising kids responsibility, is that they are not able to even communicate with each other. They are just living like roommates or someone who is just trying to manage their life. So this specificity helps you to get to a specific audience. Same ad budget, different segment, different person at the other end, and completely your game changes and you start closing better clients and you start earning more. Then we move to the career coaches. You might be saying feeling undervalued at work, finally grow in your career and get recognized. Fair, this seems a fair point, but everyone is feeling undervalued. I'm feeling undervalued, I need to charge more. Will I, am I your audience? No, right? Then you can go more specific. You train people who now have more visibility than you. You keep delivering, keep staying patient, and after 3 years in the same role, you are quietly stopped believing your manager is ever going to push on you forward. This is very specific to the mid-level managers or mid-level employees who are speaking to, who are actually training other people, but the result that they desire, the recognition that they desire, they are not getting, and manager is not putting forward the reality, their name forward in the promotion sector. This is the office politics that this mid-level employees actually face. So this type of specific messaging will help you to attract the exact audience that you are focusing upon. Specific enough that the wrong people scroll past and specific enough that the right people click. That's slight differentiation is what we will get you the clients. Then moving on to the finance coach, you might be thinking ready to control your finances, ready to take control of your finances and build real wealth, learn how to manage money smarter and create long-term wealth. After could be you achieve the title, the office, the respect, people spend careers chasing. So why does your bank account still not reflect the level you have reached? Suppose this is for a CEO, CXO, CEO, CMO. Who will they relate to it more? Is it the first one, which talks like a bank is approaching you? If you have financial issue, if you are not able to manage it, come to us. Or a system, what I should say, a financial system that they are trying to, someone is selling that. This message appeals to them. But you are a coach, you are a financial coach, for especially for CXO. So you need to talk in the language that they understand specifically and not the other audiences. And this will help you to get better quality leads. Next come the fitness coaches. It's especially your audience is 40 plus. Before you would be saying, want to lose weight, feel healthier and get back in shape, transform your body and feel your best. Start your fitness journey today. That's okay, but will it get you the specific audience? See the after one. You keep telling yourself you don't have time for the gym. Meanwhile, you just slowly become the guy who gets tired of tying his shoes in your 40s. Here we have clearly said you are in their 40s. Their belly fat is so much they are facing difficulty in tying their shoes. They are feeling tired. So who will the 40s plus men relate to? Will it be the before part or the after part? You know the answer. I know the answer. Plus, in the after part, it also handles the objection. They don't want to go to the gym or they don't have the time. So when that answer your objections, the higher chances of conversion. So you can see the difference in this messaging clearly. That's the pattern across all five. Specific person, specific moment, specific pain. Not a broader audience, a clear signal that you are giving to the meta. And to be clear, the same rule applies even if your audiences is wide. Suppose even if your life coaching program works for 50 different people, you still need to write each ad for each one of them specifically. You run 5 ads for 5 different people. Each one is precise. Meta figures out which cluster responds to which signal and distributes accordingly. You don't have to write one vague ad and hope it finds the right people for you. You have to write 5 specific different ads and let Meta do the matching. That's what happens after the intro meta and why your creative with specific messaging is important so that you talk to specific person at the specific moment with the specific pain that they are feeling. If this is landing for you, subscribe. I put out meta and funnel strategy for coaches every week, and every video on this channel you will get some value using AI powered systems to grow your coaching business. Now, one thing after this video that you have to do is pull up that ads getting you the most leads right now. Could be any campaign. Ask just one question. Who specifically is this written for? Not which niche, which person, which situation, which moment of their week are there in that when they are reading this. If you can't answer this in one sentence, that's why the leads aren't converting. You are not specific enough. Your messaging is vague. Your messaging is broad, and that's why Meta is not able to find it. Rewrite the first sentence, just the first line. Use the before and after structure from this video as your reference to guide you how you need to thinking about in with for your audience and the messaging that you want to say. You are not rewriting the whole body today. You are just changing the signal that Meta is getting from your creative. One line, specific person, specific moment, specific pain. Run it for 2 weeks alongside your existing vague on the product creative, and you will exactly see the difference I'm talking about, which is bringing you the better leads, which is bringing you the vague leads, and you will observe what I'm saying and how it can apply for your specific business. Now, if you want help with your campaigns or with your funnel, you can reach out to me on Facebook and LinkedIn. I will be happy to help. And if you want to create this specific type of messaging at scale using AI, then go and watch this next video where I will build how I created 301 plus meta ads using AI workflow that you can implement for your coaching. See you there.